How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews. Back with a little bit of collab hopefulness. In the form of Equilibrium and Trillium Brewing, it is their Climb the Balmer Peak. This is a batch 2 version, I believe the Trillium version, or no, the Equilibrium, I'm sorry, version of it. It's a triple IPA coming in at 10.5% alcohol by volume. I don't know a ton about this beer. It was given me by my boy Chris. I stopped up at his house to pick a bunch of baby stuff for little massive beers bean that'll be birthed soon, and he gave me a bunch of beers. Yeah, this is one of them. Today is the was it today, the 15th? Come on, mouse. Oh, you suck. I hate my mouse sometimes. Did I ever tell you guys that? 16th. So this is 2 days removed from a month old, so about a month old, triple IPA. Like I said, I believe this is actually the second leg of a collab between Equilibrium and Trillium. I believe Trillium released it first, and this is their version of it, or at least the one brewed in their system. I'm kind of excited because Equilibrium is kind of up there, you know. Them and the other half are kind of back and forth with the breweries that do my idea of the best job with triple IPAs. What else do we have on here? Anything else? Purchase cold, trade cold, keep cold. Okay. If it's not cold, ask why. Yeah. 10.5% brewed and canned at Equilibrium Brewery, Middletown, New York. Yeah. December 18th it was canned. Done and done. Yeah, they was this cool. It's grid lines and logos. And as far as the beer goes, it looks like a double. Looks like an IPA, a double IPA, triple IPA. Doesn't come off crazy dark, but it's also not super light and fluffy. Index finger, infinitely creamy, tight back head. White as white could be. I mean, it looks all the parts of a big, old hazy. Good nose. Yeah, I mean, it's not a gigantic beer, but that's not uncommon for a lot of triple IPAs. They tend to not have this big, robust nose more often than not for me. But Trillium, or I should say Equilibrium triple IPAs typically do. You know, I mean, they're, you know, straight out of Middletown. I think it was the Wu-Tang one, right? That was the one that was really, really good, I believe. No, straight out of Laboratory. That's the one I'm thinking of. That was just an amazing beer, period, regardless of being like a triple IPA. And while you do get a nice kind of apricot, kind of fruit medley, kind of orange to tropical fruit, a little bit of peachiness on here. It's nothing overly explosive. There's a nice sweetness to it, not much as far as bittering. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to dive in. Cheers. It's delicious. Yeah, that's really fucking good. It's danger beer. It's danger beer for like 1,000% certain, because it's giving me this cool peachy, apricot-y melon thing. Out of this world. Out of this world. Peachy apricot melon. That's exactly what I'm getting on here. With this fairy dust of weed keef. Greeny weed keef. Green grassy weed keef. Like, you took keef and then you kind of took some fresh cut green grass and you grind it all up and you sprinkled it on something. It's kind of like that. It's, by that I mean it's light. It's not overly aggressive, but it's there, kind of dancing in the background on top of that apricot peach. Oh, man. This is good. This is really good. This is what I remember. Yeah, nose didn't give me much. I like this. But here's the thing. I'm not saying I've had this beer before, because this is a very unique way it's presenting itself. But as far as volume goes, this is 7%, not 10 and change. And that's what I mean when I say danger beer, and that is just coming off infinitely lower in ABV than I actually drink. So danger beer, you're going to get in trouble drinking this motherfucker. Super soft, creamy, water nerdy mouthfeel. That Equilibrium has got that shit on lock. This is delicious. Absolutely 1,000% delicious. Yeah. I was worried too. I got in the nose. I was like, nose is alright, but it's, I don't know. Not really give me anything too electric on the nose, but then bang, gives me this. This is delicious. Probably one of the better Equilibrium beers I've had in quite some time. Not that I've had bad stuff from them. I actually haven't had a ton of stuff from Equilibrium because I haven't made it up to the brewery because of COVID. And oddly enough, they actually distro now. They ship to a bunch of different places, and they distro in my hometown. But this beer, like I said, my buddy Chris gave this to me. But if this beer hit the shelves here, a 10%, a triple IPA from Equilibrium and Trillium, if this hit the shelves in Jersey, this would be a $35 4-pack of beer. And I am not fucking paying that much for beer. I am not. So, I mean, that's markup. It is what it is. At the brewery, this has got to be 22, I'm guessing, maybe 22 to 24 bucks. Even at that price point, I'd be a little bit hesitant because triple IPAs aren't my thing. So I'd be curious. I'd want a can, so that's why this works out perfect. But like, if I ended up buying this, I would keep 2 for myself and give 2 away. That's what I would end up doing. But it is really tasty. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, it's been a while since I've had these big triple, quadruple IPAs from Equilibrium. And when I was talking about kind of an intro, saying, you know, other half and Equilibrium do get it back and forth, I've had a bunch of other half, and that's why they're duking it out. I have not had a Equilibrium one, and yeah, they're not. Equilibrium's up on the scorecard right now because it's been a while since I had one, and I forgot how good they are, and this one's absolutely fantastic. Oddly enough, not a big fan of Trillium's bigger beers. When you get into their kind of triple quad IPAs, they leave me a little bit wanting. Come off very less soft, a little bit more kind of crystallized, kind of processed sugary sweet, and that's not the case here. So let's wrap this puppy up. I'll post it tonight. How about that? It's Sunday. What did I say? The 16th. Football's on. I'm gonna go watch football. You'll see this actually get put up tonight. Bomb mouthfeel, peach, apricot, melon vibes, a little bit of keefy, grassy greeniness kind of sprinkled on top. Delicious. Is this one of the better triple IPAs I've had as of late? Mount Rushmore status. It's just that good. It's delicious. Equilibrium don't fuck around when it comes to these triple IPAs, and they just do a really good job. So, yeah, fantastic. Value and availability, like I said, I have no idea how much this cost. I'm guessing 22 to 24 bucks at the brewery. If I paid this off a shelf, which if it hit the shelves around here, it'd be in the 30s easily, which is just crazy talk. And leave you with, if you like what we like this beer. If you like, you know, that kind of peach stone fruity, leaning into melon tropical fruit on a hazy, you're not a big fan of bittering, because that bittering, it's that green grassiness, that weediness, it's not all that bittering, it's more kind of green than bittering. If you like big, huge beers that don't mess, because this sucker don't mess. So, yeah. If you like really well done, I shouldn't say that because there's people that probably like the other version of triple quad IPAs that I don't like. If you like that soft, creamy, not overly sweet, kind of just triple IPAs, you'll like this one. So there you go. Another review in the butts. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers, if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massif. It's a podcast. Before it was a podcast, it's a radio show. Guess what? When it was a radio show, we interviewed JC from Trillium. Guess what? When it was a podcast, we interviewed the boys from Equilibrium. So you can find them all on the podcast. Go check it out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of collab goodness. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.